Hello everybody and welcome back to another Deep Oger review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new GIJoe Classified series, Sergeant Slaughter. I love this figure. This figure is pretty much goddamn perfect. It is my top 3 favorite GIJoe Classified figures, and if you know, GIJoe Classified has been in my top 10 since 2020, and this guy, I know it's really, really early in the year, but he's definitely a contender. He's by far definitely contender, and he's one of my favorite figures I've picked up so far this year. So without further ado, I'll get into his mini accessories. To start off the accessories, I'll talk about the apparel accessories first. So here you have some nice not aviator, yeah, these are aviators, I think. Aviators. They're really nicely sculpted. You don't get to see a lot of glasses in Marvel Legends or GIJoe, for example, or Star Wars, or hell, even Power Rangers Lightning Collection. So it's nice that you get glasses here, and they're done nicely. They're in a soft plastic, so don't worry about breaking them or whatever, or snapping it or whatever. So I'm glad because these are really thin and really small, and if I moved these, they would snap. But coming in here, obviously you just put these little glasses on him. It's hard to do through this viewfinder. Yep, there's the glasses. And next up, I'll talk about the hat. I really love this hat. It reminds me of a ranger hat, like Yogi the Bear, like the guy from Yogi the Bear. But it's very nicely sculpted. As you can see, you got some notches in there just to really hold the head in there. And the dents all on the top, nice gold right there. Very clean brown stripe all the way across this. I really love this hat. I'm not going to lie. I love 1/12 scale hats. I don't know why. But obviously that just fits nicely on there. And last, for the apparel accessories, you get the whistle. Again, nice brown for the necklace. It does have a little bit of texture on here, which I didn't notice until I got it up close in this camera. And a nice gold for the whistle. And obviously, you'd have to take off the hat for this, but you can put the whistle around his neck. And boom, boom, boom. Straighten out the glasses a little bit. I said straighten out the glasses. And put the hat back on. And boom, there you go. You have Sergeant Slaughter with all of his apparel on. And for the last accessory I'll talk about, you have his little action figure. This reminds me of the world's smallest series. If you didn't know, there's a series of toys. I wouldn't even call them toys. They're more like props. See, I have, just on hand, I have the Optimus, world's smallest Optimus here. But yeah, this guy's even smaller than the world's smallest Optimus. So this guy's pretty damn small, and he looks really good for being so small. Obviously, slip the card back out. Very, very clever how they did that. And it's safe to just put in and back out, and you're not going to ruin or worry about ruining the card or anything. Gonna kind of dig to get this guy out, but then you take him out, and his detail is surprisingly really... His detail is surprisingly really good. You get the nice black tank top, beige for the arms, white for the belt, and obviously you get the military green pants with even the little shin pad detail. You get the boots, which aren't green here, but are green on the figure. We'll get into that later. And you get even the little gold symbol on the top of the hat, and his sunglasses. Sadly, no mustache, but it's really fun. It's about the size of my thumbnail. So take that as you will. It's really easy to get lost, but you're able to do some really nice perspective shots, and he can even hold them in his little grasping hand or his grip hand, obviously. So yeah, this is my favorite accessory. Next, I wanted to talk about the handheld accessories. You get this little baton, nice black right there, this kind of whip end loop right there, brown for the rest of the handle and stick, and gold for the knob on top. And it's very nicely. I expected this to be a lot bigger, but it's fine. It looks fine. And for his weapon, you get an AK, I think this is I don't fucking know. I'm not a gun person. But, it looks very, very good. I enjoy the little brown on the handle and right here. And one of my favorite features, if you didn't know, if you haven't seen my G.I. Joe, I think I may have talked about this in one of my G.I. Joe classified videos or a live stream somewhere. But you can take out the magazine. And I think that is the coolest shit ever. I love when you can, like, you know, mess around with, maybe do a little posing with him reloading or him taking it out. And I just think it's cool. But obviously, that just plugs in right there. And then you have, I think this is like a flashlight or a scope. I don't know why a scope would be on an AK, but very, very nicely sculpted. Just black. And it pegs right in there. And that's pretty much it for the AK. I really love this. And last but not least, here is all of his hands. You get 2 pointing fingers, 2 fists. I have a fist on... Oh, wait. No. 2 fists. And 2 opening hands, which I'm pretty sure I have one of the opening hands on him right now. And 2 of these grip hands, which, again, I have one on him right now. But they're very nice, obviously cast in the Caucasian-colored plastic, the beige plastic. And they honestly add a lot to the figure, especially the pointing fingers. I really love the pointing fingers. I haven't done much photography with them, but they do look pretty damn killer on the figure. But without further ado, I'll get into, well, Sergeant Slaughter himself. So for Sergeant Slaughter's detail himself, he looks very, very good. It does look like Sergeant Slaughter. If you didn't know, I think he's like a professional wrestler sometimes. But the one complaint I have is there's a little bit of brown here. I can just scrape that off, but it's covered up by the glasses, so it doesn't really annoy me, because honestly, I'm not going to keep him like this. Sergeant Slaughter, to me, has always had the sunglasses and the hat on, so I'm not going to see this mug often, but I really love the hair sculpt. Would be cool, as always, if we could get some dry brush in there, but it almost never happens with Hasbro. But nice mustache right there. Nice, very angry, scowling face. Definitely Sergeant Slaughter. Just absolutely lovely head sculpt. Then coming down to the body, I'm pretty sure, grabbing Roadblock here, that this is reuse. Yeah, all the upper torso is reuse of Roadblock. So if you have the heavy Roadblock figure, you pretty much know what you're getting into. Even the belt, I think, is reuse. Yeah, the belt is reuse and the crotch is reuse, obviously. So pretty much from the crotch up, old Roadblock figure. And from the crotch down, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure this is a new sculpt. You have this nice dark military green with some camo on it. Very, very nice. But it's pinless. And I'm not sure, maybe this could be Dusty. I highly doubt it. Maybe it could be, I can't think of any other characters that came out recently that are pinless for G.I. Joe, but I'm pretty sure, 90% sure, that this is new. So you got that nice pinless tech in there. Not pinless on the arm, sadly, but nice pinless tech in there. Nice knee pads. I really love that. You can even see the bolts where they bolted them in. Nice boots. Just green boots with nice lace sculpt on there. And black for the sole and the toe and the heel. And overall, just very, very nice detail. You get some bands on the hands, which are, on Roadblock, obviously, it's supposed to be like glove cuffs, but this guy doesn't have gloves. But I don't think they look too out of place, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You got a nice texture for the tank top, nice wrinkles everywhere, and the G.I. Joe Classified just always really kills it with the clothes. They go suspiciously hard when they do clothing details, which is odd, but I do love them for that. I love the G.I. Joe Classified line. So for articulation, you do get a hinge and a ball up at the neck. You know me, I hate the dumbbell system. I've mentioned it plenty of times in my reviews, but you can look up about that far, and obviously you do get a little bit of neck movement too, down about that far, and with that neck, you do get some a little bit of tilt. Not too much, but you get a little bit of tilt. And far away, this guy kind of looks like Hitler. So, yeah, kind of poor choice on the hair there. But arm can go out about that far, down about that far. Butterfly joint that barely does anything, but it's still there. It helps a little bit. Arm can go full 360. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows can get pretty much all the way up, which is weird for a muscular character. You never really see all the way up on muscular characters. Wrist swivel, wrist hinge, crunch, forward, about that far, back, about that far, and you get a diaphragm joint, so combined, down, back, and side to side. Leg is on a drop-down hinge, but without it, it can kick up about that far, drop down, can kick up a little bit further, and back, not far at all. Leg can kick out about that far. Thigh swivel. Double jointed knees, which were really tight out of the packaging, so be careful. But if you loosen them up a little bit, use them. Obviously, they're going to not be as tight. Boot swivel. Foot can go up about that far, down about that far. And beautiful ankle rocker. Now, getting into size comparison, here he is next to the Transformers Earthrise Optimus Prime and the Transformers Legacy Drag Strip. If you want to use him with your Marvel Legends, here he is next to the 20th Anniversary Captain America and the Tiger Strike Wolverine from the Love Triangle 3-pack. If you want to go check those reviews out, you can right now. And, oops. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just dropped Roadblock. Here he is next to some other 6-inch figures, obviously the Star Wars Black Series. Obviously, Black Series does run a little bit smaller than, say, GIJoe Classified, but again, this is quite a bit of a bigger character. And here he is next to some GIJoe Classified Cobra figures. You have the GIJoe Classified Destro and the GIJoe Classified Storm Shadow. I almost called him Snake Eyes. Reviews up for these two if you want to go check them out. Destro, definitely a bit of an older review, almost 3 years old by this point, but still, if you want to go check them out, those two have reviews as well. And for some actual GIJoes, fellow GIJoes, here he is next to the Target exclusive Tiger Force Duke and the Amazon exclusive Roadblock. Of course, these share a lot of parts, but this guy, just because of the old legs that he has, runs a little bit, just a little bit taller than Slaughter over here. Now that we're through with all of that, what are my final thoughts? Final thoughts on this guy. I really, really enjoy it. Like I said this guy's great. This guy is amazing. He works as just like a pedestrian figure if you're into ACBA like that. He works as a Sergeant Slaughter. He could work in a wrestling display. He could work in a GIJoe display. He can work anywhere. Maybe except for Black Series, but, it's Black Series. This guy just is good. And yes, from afar, if you take the sunglasses and the hat off, he does kind of look like Hitler. But the only person who would really display him like that is Kanye West. Let's be honest. Other than that, this guy's really, really great. I love the little action figure he comes with. I love his accessories. The AK is great. I love the little reloaded magazine feature. Other than that, this guy's great. I love the articulation, the detail, the accessories. He's well worth $30-$35. And I was lucky enough to get mine for $30. So, if you're in the market for this guy, definitely look for one that's about $30. Because you get a lot for $30, let's be honest. Anyway, without further ado, thank you guys for watching. I would give this guy a 10 out of 10. I really enjoy this figure, and to me, there aren't really any real drawbacks. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to support me, I have an Instagram and a Twitter that I don't really use. Link in the description below. I have a Discord server if you guys want to join that. We talk about Transformers, Marvel, music, anything. And, yeah, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And if you haven't already, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.